Alrighty, let's do an arc length problem. This one is a non-calculator problem. To find the length of the arc, the first thing we need to do is differentiate y. So we're going to do that with the power rule. If I bring down the 3 halves times 1/3 is 1/2. Leave the inside function intact and decrease the degree to 1/2. Now by the chain rule, take the derivative of x squared plus 2, which is 2x. And you'll see that the 1/2 and the 2 cancel out. So you'll be left with x times x squared plus 2, all raised to the 1/2. And then for the actual arc length, you're going to integrate on the limits that they gave you, which are 0 to 3. And then you have the square root of 1 plus the derivative squared. And if we square this x value, we get x squared. And if we square this square root, we're just going to end up with x squared plus 2. Now, this is not a calculator problem, so we're going to have to do some fancy algebra here. And within this square root, we're going to have to multiply out, distribute the x squared first, so you're going to get x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 1, and then that factors nicely, still under the square root, to x squared plus 1 all squared, which once I remove the square root, I get just an x squared plus 1. So in the end, what I'm doing here is I'm integrating from 0 to 3, the quantity x squared plus 1, don't forget your dx, and I'm going to integrate that with the power rule, x cubed over 3 plus x, and I'll evaluate it from 0 to 1. When I plug in 1, I get out, from 0 to 3, whoops. When I plug in 3, I get 27 over 3, which is 9, plus 3, and then when I plug in 0 into each, I get out zeros when I plug in both of those. Sorry, I hit pause so my dog could bark, and my answer is 12. Now let's go on to the next slide where we're going to have a calculator problem. So this time they're telling us that we can use our TI-89. We're going to use a TI-84. This is the answer we're trying to get. This is the function. We have 0 to 4 here. So we're going to integrate from 0 to 4. We need y prime. So we have the square root of 1 plus, and then y prime is a simple power rule problem. Just 2/3 x to the negative 1/3. And don't forget to square this here because it's 1 plus the derivative squared, and then you need this dx. So if we go to the calculator, I started to put this in. I have the square root of 1 plus, and I need to make sure I am squaring the, I need to insert 2 there, so squaring the 2/3 x to the negative 1/3. I'm going to close that with the parentheses and then hit the squared button. So the whole derivative is squared. Then hit enter. And if I go back to my home screen, what I want is the integral of that square root from 0 to 4. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and it's thinking. You can see up here. It's thinking. I'm going to hit pause while it thinks. And I'm back. It took me a while. It took the calculator a while for that one. So I did get the 4.807 that we were expecting to get.